Max are on circuit now. Here we go then, the rolling lap for Micro Max rather, and it is Ryan Rampadrath on pole position, Niki Nirihito Tomase second, Noah Stihuda in third, Connor Hauff is fourth, Jesse Moonen starts fifth, then it is Mateus Clever, Bruce Chirino and Dimitar Lazarov. 8 drivers, so once again, VAG Technique, Vita RAF Racing, Karting Champions League and Acer are the sponsors of the live broadcast. We'd also like to welcome on board as a sponsor Van Tienen Coffee Machines. And I have to say, their product is being very helpful to a lot of the officials here, not just because of the nice tasty coffee, but also it's warm. And today, here in Berghem, is not. You're looking at turn 4, hairpin turn. That's the farthest point away from the commentary position and race control. You can see lots of rubber and marbles laid down. In fact, lots of leaves as well. You can see the tree line of the circuit. Now we are heading up the back straight out of turn 4 into the corner known as the roundabout here at Berghem. That right, left, right corner, very slow, tight and technical. So there we go, round the roundabout. And now into turn number 6, which is the start of a very technical and yet surprisingly flowing infield part of this circuit. Lots of flip-flop corners through turns 7 and 8 here, and then through turns 9 and 10 there on your screens. The number 32 kart of Rampadrath brings them around. Now, Ryan is just 2 points behind current championship leader Niki Nirihito Tomasa before dropped scores are taken into consideration. All 8 Micromax drivers will be on wet tyres. There is the run through turns 11 and 12. And out of turn number 13, the hairpin left-hander. They now head up past the outskirts of the paddock into the final corner, turn 14. Fast entry into that corner, quite a late apex. Now we're into the tram lines. We look to see the lights go out. Yes, they do. Micromax is underway, and our pole sitter, Ryan Rampadrath, leads the field through turn numbers 1 and 2, and out of turn number 3. Now hard on the brakes, very slippery indeed through turn number 4. All the drivers trying to figure out the best wet racing line, but Rampadrath leads the field into the roundabout quite clearly. The number 25 kart, Niki Nirihito Tomasa, is running in second, and then it looks like a good start from Connor Hauff in kart number 78, the C4 Racing Praga kart entry. But as they now wend their way through the infield section, oh, and there's a move that went a bit wrong for third place driver Connor Hauff, and he goes for a brief spin. And at the back of the field, I think that might have been Mateus Clever getting caught up with that as well. But as we come around to complete lap number 1, there is the SP Motorsport driver, Ryan Rampadrath, leading comfortably by over a second from Tomasa. Stihauder is third. Lazarov from the back of the field is up into 4th position. And Trino, Hauff, Jesse Moonen and Mateus Clever all following at a distance. Already things getting quite spread out here in Micromax as drivers still try to find the best wet line on what is a damp but greasy circuit. Yeah, they go out of the roundabout into turn number 6, that almost 180-degree right-hander before they flip-flop through turn 7. Now they're already down to turn number 10. There's the move from driver number 12, Noah Stihoda, to stay ahead of Dimitar Lazarov. It's been a great start from Lazarov, who qualified down in 8th place, but is in 4th now and looking to move forward. And of course, championship points are available for this race. There are 2 lots of championship points available for the pre-final and then 1 in the final. So drivers at the end of this weekend, well, they will start seeing the dropped scores come into play. Each driver in every class can drop their worst 2 scores. There's well, that was, I think, the number 78 of Connor Houff, trying to slide at the inside of Bruce Chirino there at turn number 4, running very wide on exit. And the lead battle is now closing in because Nicky Naruhito Tomas, who will represent Team Netherlands in the Micromax class, he will be the Netherlands' sole representative in that class in Sarno, is beginning to close in inch by inch on your race leader, Ryan Rampadarath. The gap was over a second at the end of lap number 1. As we completed lap 2, the gap was down to 0.8 of a second, although that little moment coming out of turn number 13 will not help Tomas. And in fact, does the gap go up? It does, to 1.2 seconds. Third is the CRG of the leading rookie in the race, Noah Stihoda. Now, of course, there are 2 championships. There is the main championship, but there's also the rookie championship to consider. It looks like Mateusz Clever on the TB kart has retired from the race. You can see his kart there on the grass and a rather dejected looking driver sitting in the marshal post. So Mateusz Clever is out of this race. We're down to 7 runners as we watch Rampadarath come into turn number 10, and on this lap it does appear as though Tomas is closing back in ever so slightly in that number 25 kart, and let's see if Tomas can keep it tidy coming out of this corner. This is where he went wide on the grass blocks a lap ago. That's better. The CRG of Stihoda is third. Stihoda leading the rookie standings by over 30 points from Bruce Chirino. And in fact, Chirino is there in 6th position, ahead of Jesse Moonen in 7th. And once again, Rampadarath extends his lead by 0.3 of a second. So Tomas is now 1.5 seconds behind the Stan Pex Racing number 32 machine as they go round the roundabout. And into turn number 6. You can see them flicking right, then left, then right again through turn 6, 7, 8. This is turn 9, which is another sort of right, left, right flick. Then around the left-hander at turn 10, up this short infield straight. We go through turn number 11, another left-hander, and then right and left again through the turn 12 chicane. Hard on the brakes for the right-hander at turn number 13, and then back up towards the pit lane. This is Pitstraat in corner, as the entrance to pit lane, across the start-finish line, and the battle is being joined for second. They then go through that sort of right-left, turns 1 and 2, with a quick turn number 3, hard on the brakes at turn number 4, and you can see how much wetter the circuit is at this camera point and on the back straight there because of the trees that line the bottom end of this circuit. And you can see a lot of leaves on the track, lots of bits of marbles. That's the old tyre rubber that has come off some of the tyres. And there is the move going into turn number 6 from Noah Stihoda. So the rookie up into P2 on the CRG kart. And that's a very impressive drive in what are pretty unfamiliar conditions here. But coming out to turn number 10, Tomasa retakes P2. Good battle for second. It is allowing Rampadarath to pull away. But this is to decide who starts second. Oh, and Tomas runs wide coming out of turn number 13. Again, that's his Achilles heel, it appears to be. They come out of turn number 14. Both drivers staying well away from the grass blocks at the exit of the corner. And those grass blocks have already claimed several victims in qualifying. But as Steenhauser continues to hold off Tomasa, going through turn number 4. Here's 5th, 6th and 7th just coming into that corner. But Steenhauser leads into the roundabout, or does he? Oh, and Tomasa tried to stick a nose up the inside of his rival there, going through the middle portion of the roundabout, but was told to yield by the number 12 driver. Now he looks to the outside going into turn number 10. Gets a good run coming out of turn number 10. Cuts across in front of Steenhauser. So Tomas back into P2. Just under 2 minutes plus a lap remaining of this race. And of course, with the championship so finely poised, this results could give Rampadarath the championship lead unofficially, before dropped scores are taken into account, by a single point. Through turn 4 again. Now, the fact that this part of the track is so much wetter than everything else, and side by side for second place, Steenhauser to the inside gets the job done. The fact that the bottom end of the circuit is much wetter than the top end of the circuit will be giving the teams and mechanics here a bit of a headache, because you could end up with one half of the track virtually dry and the other half of the track very slippery and greasy. Now, the temperatures are very cold here in Berghem this weekend, but there's no wind. There's no breeze in the air to help dry the track quicker, as Tomas repasses Steenhauser for P2. Now out of turn number 13, Tomas still struggling to get that kart turned into turn number 13. That could open the door for the factory liveried CRG. I think that is also a CRG for Tomas, but it's certainly in his own team colours, as the clock is about to strike 0, and they're second and third swapping places yet again. This time Tomas manages to stay ahead of Steenhauser. Steenhauser in the number 12 kart, gets a good run out of the roundabout. Will he try and make a move? Not into turn number 6, possibly turn 10. Looks like a potential opportunity, although here is turn 10 now, and Steenhauser is nowhere near close enough. So it's been a good lap from our current championship leader. Will he be the championship leader at the end of this race? 55 points on offer for the win, 52 points for second place. So with Rampadarath just 2 points behind Tomasa, a win for Rampadarath in this race will give him the unofficial championship lead by a single point. As the top 3 well clear of everybody else. Rampadarath leading by over 5 seconds from Tomas. Steenhauser in third, and then an 8-second gap back to the driver that is just sliding through our camera shot there. The number 78 kart of Connor Hauff. Chirino is 5th, Moonen is 6th, and Lazarov has faded back to 7th and has obviously had a brief spin somewhere, because he was running in P4 earlier on. But they have crossed the start-finish line. Next time by, they will get the last lap board. And of course, this is a reminder that in Micromax, every driver gets a souvenir of the event. And the top 5 get trophies. Same for Minimax. And the Perpetual Trophy goes the best rookie as well. So we are on to the final lap here in the Micromax pre-final at the Kart Park Berghem, or Circuit Park Berghem track here in the Netherlands, not far from the city of Eindhoven in the southwest corner of the country. That's number 32, Ryan Rampadarath for the SP Motorsport team. Coming into turn number 9, he flicks his way right and left through turn 9. Now around the long looping right left-hander at turn number 10. Into turn number 11, almost home now for driver number 32. Takes a wide entry into turn number 13. Flirts with the grass blocks, but that's where he leaves it. Across the start-finish line, checkered flag is out, a dominant win for our pole sitter, Ryan Rampadarath. Nicky Naruhito Tomasa finishes in second place, but what a fight that Noah Stihouder put up to finish as the best rookie in third. There goes the Praga kart across the line of Connor Hauff. And in fifth position, Bruce Chirino in that red and black kart, and Bruce looks happy with that. Sixth across the line is Jesse Moonen, and there is the second of the Praga entries, Dimitar Lazarov, rounding out your finishers. Sadly, Mateus Clever did not see the checkered flag. The TB kart, you can see, being wheeled back to Parc Ferme at the end of the opening race of the day. Ryan Rampadarath takes the victory from Nicky Naruhito Tomase, Noah Stihouder, then Connor Hauff, Bruce Chirino, Jesse Moonen, Dimitar Lazarov. Sadly, Mateus Clever, well, the TB kart will have to go again in the final. Hopefully the team can get that problem solved before then.